carpet. You can't. Your chair can't slide. You try to slide your chair. You have to like pick it up. Anyway,
my name is Monet Exchange,
and my name is Bob the Drag Queen,
and this is Sibling Advicery.
We've never done it before.
We never. Should we do it?
Do you know? Can you sing our? Can you like sing our advisory song?
I haven't even heard it. I'm not listening to the show.
I can't. You don't know the advisory song?
I don't. I can't like think about it right now. What is it?
It's like. Bah!
That's not Advicery. That's Rivalry.
No, it's Advicery.
No.
Rivalry is No, but it's like Yeah, it's like, oh look, Sibling. Not all that. Sibling Advicery, and it sounds like this. What is this?
You make fun of me, bitch?
This is not my official account.
Well, it's. That's not what you did.
Like I'm not great. I'm not a great singer. You caught me.
But you trying to drag me when I'm doing it, but you literally did the same thing twice. But
yeah, I like that little song.
Work. Well, this is Sibling Advicery, where we give advice to young, queer, mostly I would assume folk, oftentimes queer folk.
Well, I don't know what part of our audience.
A lot of them have been like, hey, I'm fucking these two guys. Hey, I want to be a lesbian. Like, we had a lot of those.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying I don't know what percentage of our audience identifies as queer. I don't know how many of them are metamorphosis and how many of them are, the rest of the cast.
God. Do you think metamorphosis is going through a phase?
Oh my God, like a straight phase?
Yeah. Or a gay phase. I don't know.
Well, apparently she's not gay. That's been a
right.
very large talking point.
Yeah. Did you see when people were mad saying that RuPaul outed Maddie?
You cannot out a straight person.
Right?
That's not a thing.
That's not a thing. And I got into a little tip. I commented. Someone posted on Twitter. I said one thing back. Then I was like, you know what? I'm not getting on this road.
Ain't no back talk. You know
I'm like, no, who is that?
Nikki.
No. I'm like, I'm not even gonna go down this road. It's not a thing, and I just stopped responding.
No, you can't out straight people. That is not a thing.
It's not.
We're not doing this. We're not entertaining this. We're not doing this, and we're not insinuating that you can out straight people because you cannot do that.
You cannot do that.
And this is the end of that discussion.
Yeah,
we're on the same page. Page 14.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, second paragraph.
Oh my God! Look at this bag. Kennedy's rubbing her. Okay. Shall we get with the questions?
Yeah. I mean, we normally talk a little bit more than this before we get into the questions.
I don't remember. Well, last time we only
got through. You know what the song is. You forgot we had a song.
Last time we got through 4, and I want to get through more than because we have audio ones and we have a lot of written ones too, and we really want to get to the advice giving. You like to give like 3 people advice. There are a lot of people who want our advice.
It's about quality over quantity.
I think there's a happy medium where we can do both. Quality and quantity.
Quality?
Quality.
All right, so let's do some audio submissions.
Jacob, shall we?
Hey, Bob and Monet. I absolutely love you guys. When I was a kid, I would say accidentally, but I shoved the handle of a Thor hammer up my ass. And this is a true story. Because
accidentally?
I was like experimenting and I saw it was my brother's, and no, he didn't get it back. But I've had like these anal fissures ever since, and I got diagnosed like 2 years ago because of that Thor hammer. So I was wondering, how should I go about like still like trying to experiment with anal, even though I have this thing? Thank you. Love you guys.
Okay, first of all, when did Nick start submitting questions to Sibling Watcher? Advisory?
I think so we're not doctors.
We are not. I am not a medical professional.
Neither am I. I want to start by saying that. And I want to say, if you're having problems with your anus or your sphincter, I think that you need to go see a specialist, someone who specializes in assholes.
Oh, for sure. And there's a big one in New York City. They're like the bespoke doctors in New York City. They are literally ass doctors. They help out like a lot of gay
Where do you apply for this job?
Gay adult folk. Just Google.
Are you saying like porn stars?
Yeah, porn stars. Just Google New York City bespoke anal. Just Google those keywords and it will pop up. It is called the Bespoke Surgical Group, and if you are in New York City or in the surrounding area, I really encourage you to look them up. They're like literally specializing. It is their thing that they do. And
I mean, now I feel like it is okay to be open with your partners about your insecurities. If you're going in, I mean, you don't want to top you like I'm insecure about my asshole. But I think that being like there is I don't know. Do you tell someone I have anal fissures? Can you see them from the outside?
No, you can't. Typically, you can't. I mean, I'm sure there are situations that you can, but normally they're like right. It's a little tear right on the inside.
So you can't really see anal fissures.
You can't really see them.
So you need to
Sometimes
be like...
you can, but most times you can't.
So you need to be like, take it easy on me. Wait, so you're...
But even take it easy, that shit will still rock your world. Because it is a tear in the anal wall. Sometimes there can be a centimeter big or bigger, whatever your situation is. And so as you're putting a penis or a hammer in your...
Or a Mjolnir, what's it called?
A Mjolnir.
Mjolnir, that's the name of the hammer.
Right. So you put that in there, it's stretching the hole, and it's so painful. Even to take a shit is painful, and shits are soft.
But wait, so you have a tear from when you were a child, and it's still torn?
Because if you never take care of it, it never has a chance to heal. If you keep on putting things up there, normally you take about...
I mean, this is from when he was unless you're 13 and you're writing us right now, if you were shoving a Thor hammer up your ass as a child, and you still have the same anal fissure, and it hasn't healed
yet... It might
be
chronic.
Baby, yeah, go to the doctor.
Yeah, I'll go to a doctor.
Yeah, you need to talk, and also when you're having fun with people, you need to be like, hey, I have a situation going on, and I want to engage in fun.
Patty was telling us about this thing. People are saying now. He's telling me and Andy about people who don't do anal sex. They only do like oral stuff and everything else. There's like a term for it now.
Yeah, it's this guy on TikTok coined a term they call it sides.
Sides.
You're not top, you're not a bottom, you're a side. And like you just don't do anal.
So that's also an option to explore that. Explore just doing oral stuff and really perfect your craft doing other things that are not anal. Or only top.
Top and bottom is making its way outside of just gay men.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of people are using the phrase top and bottom as they're starting to explore what they want to do with their partners in bed.
Yeah.
So
it is 2022. The possibilities are endless. Do not think of sex as so black and white as just bread and cheese. There are so many things. You can have a turkey cheese sandwich. You can have a ham and cheese. You can have some provolone up in there. You can have some switch. Girl, there's so many.
You can have a hammer.
You can have a hammer
in your anus.
Yeah. But good luck with that, babe, and keep us updated. I want to know how these fidgets. I want to know if they're chronic.
And I would try to go with smooth.
Not even smooth.
Anal toys. If you're gonna start doing stuff like down the line, once your fissure is healed, stick with. I'm imagining the hammer has ridges on it.
No, but even poops hurt a fissure.
I'm just saying, once your fissure has healed, again, not a doctor, it just seems smarter because he wants to put stuff in his butt. He's saying, I want to put things in my asshole.
Well, he also said it slipped in there, which I'm like, how does a hammer slip in there?
You're just hanging out. You're both having drinks. Mjolnir leans up to you and is like, I know Thor. I would stick with smooth toys.
Yeah.
And dicks tend to be relatively smooth.
For sure.
Relatively.
Sure. Good luck, bud.
And lots of lube. Lubrication.
Never enough lube.
Yeah.
If you put a lot of lube, you do not put enough. Put just a little more.
You know when I go to get my eggs cooked at a restaurant, I always say, they go, how hard do you want your eggs cooked? And I say, cook them until you're like, this is too hard. No one will want to eat this. And then leave them on for another minute. And then I'll be happy.
Yo, you don't like a runny yolk?
I do not like
I don't like it either.
And I don't like wet eggs. I don't want them to be wet. Fluffy, not wet.
Got it. Got it.
All right. Play our next one, Jacob.
Please help. So I'm 19. I'm moving out for the first time. And I'm moving in with some friends. But I've started to develop some really strong romantic feelings for one of my friends that I'm moving in with. What do I do?
Okay. This is a very, very red flag. Do not move into and share a space with someone that you're like, tackle that before you move in together. Because what happens is, y'all move in together, then you express these feelings to him, and they're like, bitch, no, I'm not interested. Absolutely not. You're gonna feel some type of way, and then you're forced to live with this person for at least a year. Most leases are a year. That is gonna create animosity, resentment. That is not a healthy situation to put yourself in. And also, it is not good. If you have these feelings, confront them before you move in. Do not wait until you entrap this person in a lease for a year. I think that is a bad decision.
I mean, I don't know how you handle things, but I know that I am capable of having someone not be into me, and then I can be around them. Some people cannot be around people who have rejected them. I know that I can. Yeah. So maybe you have to figure out how that works for you. Also, part of me is like, honestly, Mary, like, you're 19. And I'm not discrediting the love of 19-year-olds, but I also kind of am, to be honest, and I don't feel bad about it. Like, who you love at 19 is more than likely, it's probably not going to last. Probably. And not only that, roommates you have at 19 are more than likely not going to be your roommates very, very far down the line.
They're not, but still.
So both of these, so like if you and this person don't make it, or you just get a different roommate, you'll be fine. Just get another roommate and just kind of like talk to them, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like it'll be fine.
I say do not wait until you imagine, like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm so happy to be roommates. They too. I want to fuck you. I love you, and I want you to fuck
more than
me.
Just fucking. I think it's more.
I'm obviously I'm being a little hyperbolic, Bob. Like, imagine that's too much. I feel like just tell him. Like, just throw a little something out there. Be like, you're really cute. Maybe, like, we should go out to the movies together or something. Or, like, get some drinks.
Yeah, I think it could be potentially hazardous to your living situation if you don't handle rejection well. And that being said, again, I think that, like, just get different roommates. Like, you're 19. There's a lot of people who can't afford to live alone who need roommates. So, like, be roommates with some of them. Yeah. Go online. I mean, I found roommates on. I don't think people use Craigslist anymore.
I don't think Craigslist anymore.
Back in my day, we used to use Craigslist. How do you find roommates then?
Facebook, Instagram. Honestly, normally school send out a list of people. Well, back when I was in school, 4 years later after you.
Back when I was in school, they used to send out handwritten letters.
Yeah, but this person, y'all gonna be living together. They're gonna be bringing people home to sleep with them or whatever, and you're gonna be like, damn, that could have been me, and that could be your back in your mind. I know that's how I'll be a little bit, so I would just not do that.
Can I do a quick side tangent?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the guy who got rejected from Juilliard, and now he's like a huge celebrity?
Yeah, because they did like a TikTok, did the whole thing.
And then Inside Edition, the New York Times.
I know.
He has a modeling contract now.
A modeling contract?
Yes.
That is crazy. What was he going for?
Acting.
Work. Was he cute?
Is he cute? I mean, I guess he's traditionally attractive. I'm not trying to smash, but
he's cute. Why you can just say yes, he's cute? You're like,
because
I guess.
Because cute is subjective. I'm trying to give context.
So you don't think he's cute, but you think he's attractive?
I think he's traditionally attractive.
So that's not cute to you.
He's what people call a cute guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But you wouldn't call him that.
I don't want to smash Alex Weber.
So you don't think he's cute? Just say yes or no.
Someone can be cute. You don't want to smash them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Just, is he cute? Yes or no?
I said I don't want to smash him, and he's traditionally attractive.
But he's traditionally.
So is he cute? Yes, he's a cute person. But I'm not trying to like get it in with Alex Weber.
Okay,
or Axel, whatever the fucking name is.
Oh, he a little crazy. He's like a little monkey person.
So anyway, he got into. Then like all these people came, like all these huge celebrities and massive things were like coming out being like, it's okay, like. You don't feel bad, and then and he's the whole thing. He's like living in this like tiny little apartment in New York City.
I think I saw this. Yeah, I saw his TikTok video.
He's like this is what it's like to.
I saw that.
Eat cabbage from the street.
Yeah,
or make ramen and stuff.
He looks like, if y'all know, you remember the show Recess?
Yeah.
He looks like the kid. There was like a crazy kid in Recess who was kind of like homely, and he was like a jungle kid. He looks like the jungle kid from Recess. Anyway, next, can we play the next audio submission, por favor?
Hey, Bob and Monet. My name is Theron. I'm 29. I've been going on dates with this guy, and his friend, we're going to call him Zeb, on Sunday, randomly messaged me asking if I was this person's friend and what am I up to. And then straight up just asked me to have a three-way with him and another random person. How should I approach the situation? I am single by proxy, but I think it's kind of fucked up and shady that person did that. How would you two respond?
I'm so
Thank
confused.
you for listening.
It sounds like
so
his
confused.
friend's friend asked him if he wanted to have a three-way.
But who was the one that he was talking to?
I don't think he's talking to any of them, is he?
He was.
He's talking to Zed.
No, Zed is one to ask him.
Theron's talking to Zed, and Zed's friend
Asked Theron to be in a
Theron
three-way.
to be in a three-way with him and Craig.
Okay, well, this is very obvious what's going on here. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, so it sounds like, you're not dating Zed.
You're not.
I don't believe you belong to people or that you have to. That's just me, especially when you're not official.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think you have the right. I think it is. Let me rephrase. I think it is unrealistic to expect someone to take themselves off the market before you make it official and set those boundaries.
1,000%.
If you have not set those boundaries and said out loud, I would like to be not celibate, monogamous.
Yeah.
Then you cannot expect monogamy from someone,
Agreed.
especially if you are just fuck buddies or romantic and smiling.
And Theron, clearly Zed has expressed to his other friend that you ain't shit to him. He's like, yeah, go ask him, go fuck him. Be like, Zed has clearly made like if
maybe Theron's just really hot and this guy's like, fuck, I want to fuck him too.
And Zed is like, go ahead. So this means Zed.
I don't think Zed told him. I don't think Zed know.
Yes,
I don't think Zed. Does Zed know about the thing, Jacob? Do you think?
No, I think that's.
Yeah, I don't think Zed knows that that his friend is trying to fuck.
But
Theron.
if Zed and this person are friends, and then Zed and Theron are friends, Zed is the connective tissue. So obviously, whatever conversation Zed and this other person
No, I think this would be like if when you and Andy, before you were official, if Andy's friend came along but does not know you and just like, wow, Monet's hot, I want to fuck. Well, he's not checking with Andy. He's like, I want to fuck.
But probably because Andy and that person are friends. They hang out. Like, so probably whatever Andy and this person are talking to, Andy has made it clear that me and him were not a thing. So which made the person think it's okay.
I think it's clear to everyone involved that they're not a thing. Everyone knows that Zed and Theron are not a thing.
Right.
And it's just one of Andy's random friends who wants to fuck you.
Yeah.
He's not checking in with Andy. He's just like, I want to fuck you, and I have a friend who wants to run a threesome.
And then that's how I'd be like, so Andy, so what the fuck are you telling to your friends? Why
maybe he just thinks you're sick. I don't think that it has the. It's not a.
Like,
it's not a letter of recommendation. He just wants to fuck Theron because he's hot.
Well, I need you to make it clear to your friends that we are.
But you're not a thing.
We're not a thing. But we're on the path to thing. Back in the day.
You think that's how that should work? No. I'm trying to make the math ain't mathing.
No,
I think Theron's just hot. People want to fuck him, and if you want to have sex with those two guys, then go do it.
Yeah,
make it happen. Now,
but Theron doesn't want to because he wants to be with Zed.
He didn't say that. He said, I don't know what to do. He said I don't want to.
Let's do it
one more time.
Hey, Bob and Monet. My name is Theron. I'm 29. I've been going on dates with this guy and his friend. We're going to call him Zeb.
Oh, the friend is
on
Zeb.
Sunday, randomly messaged me asking if I was this person's friend and what am I up to. And then straight up just asked me to have a three-way with him and another random person. How should I approach the situation? I am single by proxy, but I think it's kind of fucked up and shady that person did that. How would you two respond?
So
Thank
it sounds
you
like
for listening.
it sounds ambiguous.
Yeah, because the only way that he could have gotten Theron's number was through the person,
or on Facebook or Instagram.
On his number,
they could have.
No, he said he randomly texted him.
He could have asked. I think that if you think it's fucked up,
I don't think it's fucked up.
I don't think it's fucked up.
I don't think it's fucked up. But I do think that whatever Zed and the person that Theron is talking to, whatever their...
I think you keep thinking that this guy's trying to get Zed
because
to
the
fuck
only
him.
way that he got Theron's number was... I'm guessing, because we don't have all the information.
He could have just asked him. You're making some bold assumptions.
I think that... there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle.
I know, but I'm just trying to not make assumptions. So what we know is that Zed ended up with Theron's number. We don't know... You're implementing this guy he's dating as some villain. You keep being like, he must have told him. He must have gave. It must be something he said to him.
Listen, that's what I'm deducing from the situation.
Okay.
So if that is the case, Theron, then I think you have to wonder what your thing with this person is that makes other people think that it's okay that y'all aren't on the path to becoming something. Because, for example, if you and Jacob y'all weren't boyfriends yet, and I know y'all are all open and monogamous, whatever. I mean, open, poly, whatever. But if y'all want to path to something, and then I know nothing about Jacob. No, you and Jacob are doing your own thing, talking, and then I message Jacob but you're so different because you're poly and open, so it's a different thing. Like y'all are not
they're not
situation.
boyfriends. If
They're not.
If someone's like, I don't think that people like. I just don't think it's weird. I don't think it's fucked up. I think if you don't want to have sex with this guy and another guy, then just say that.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I don't think that.
I'd agree. I don't think
Zed is up to. I don't think Zed's up to anything weird. I don't think that Zed's friend, the guy that Theron's talking to, I don't think he's up to anything weird. I think that there's a possibility that if Zed knew you two were actually going to be a thing, he wouldn't do something. Maybe there's also a chance that Zed and the guy aren't even that close. They probably just fucking know each other. Like they just probably.
Well, you're assuming.
Yeah, I said probably. That's different.
Yeah,
He's probably like, I don't even know. We're barely friends. I think that you should just be like, if you want to have this threesome, then just do it.
He doesn't want to.
If you want to have, we don't. He didn't make it super clear that he doesn't want to have. But if you want to have threesome, then do it. And if you don't, then don't have sex with him. And
make your intentions with this person clear. Like if this is upsetting you, then I think there's a conversation because you clearly want something more with this person. So then have an open and honest conversation and be like, hey, I really like you. Like, where do you see this going? So that you know exactly what the fuck is going on.
That's such a dramatic TV moment where, like, after fucking, someone on the bed and goes, "What are we doing?"
Dramatic TV.
You know when someone goes, "What are we doing here? What are we doing?" You ever seen on TV?
I mean, I'm
Jacob's
very
trying not to talk.
I'm very honest with
Jacob's trying not to talk because he doesn't have a microphone. He refuses to record himself.
Well, also Jacob says that we can also put subtitles what Jacob is saying.
Dude.
Except if it's a paragraph, that's a lot. Anyway, I think I'm not on the same thing that Bob thinking is dramatic. I feel like if you like someone, there's nothing wrong with being like, hey, I'm really into you. I like going to the movies with you. I like hanging out. Like I don't think there's anything weird with that because Theron feels some type of way to send us a fucking submission. So he clearly feels something about this. So talk to this person you're talking to.
I did not say there's anything wrong with the communication. But there's something TV dramatic about being like, what are we doing?
Oh my God.
What are we? That's funny and dramatic.
Can we play the next question, please?
I think that's funny and dramatic. Don't do this.
It's Brett. So this year.
Don't do this.
Hey, Monet, it's Brett. So this year I'm hitting 2 big milestones. I am moving out, and I'm going to start dating again after 7 years. Please don't laugh. So my question is, what decor do y'all recommend to make the boys hot and heavy when they come
Go
over?
back. Monet's not paying attention. I can't even pay attention because this is so distracting. I told you not to do that. I told you not to do that. So Monet was, for some reason, there was nothing wrong. She was taking the cap off the Perrier, pouring the Perrier into the cap, and then drinking it from the cap. And I was like, don't do that. And then the Perrier spilled all over the table, which we can't even hear this.
Okay, please think one more time. You are so messy.
I'm messy. You're literally a mess. You're covered in Perrier.
Hey, Bob and Monet, it's Brett. So this year I'm hitting 2 big milestones. I am moving out, and I'm going to start dating again after 7 years.
Ooh.
Please don't laugh. So my question is, what decor do y'all recommend to make the boys hot and heavy when they come over? Because looking at my Pinterest board right now, I seem like a 40-year-old virgin that has no life. So any help is appreciated.
Ooh.
You said when they come over. Do you mean like when they come to your home?
Yeah, to his place. He's moving out on his own. It sounds
like home decor.
Yeah, like home
not
decor.
His clothes.
Yeah. I think obviously, like, you go for trends. Neon is a big thing now that a lot of people are into. Neon is a thing. Maybe get some. There's a place called Elitist or something like that. Elitist.com that has really dope neon signs. I think setting an ambiance and a vibe. Like, you don't want a lot of overhead lighting. If you're trying to be fucking a lot of people and because you clearly want to make the boys hot and bothered, you don't want a whole bunch of overhead lighting shit. Now, when you get into a relationship, have all the overhead lighting you want. Right, babe? So, I think that you should have, like, nice ambient lighting, like a lamp. Like in the living room or in the kitchen, or you can put the lamps on with like with some neon, and that can create a nice ambiance.
You fuck Trey in the living room?
No, but I'm saying, that's the first place they see when you come into. Well, I mean, depending on your setup, obviously, you have the drag lab is the first thing they see.
No, you see my living room. My living room is the first thing you see in my home. You open the door and you're looking directly into.
But it depends the drag lab.
Yeah, it's a completely closed door.
Do you ever fuck people in your drag lab?
No.
Would you?
You fuck people in your living room.
You fuck people in your living room?
Yeah, I was just asking.
You fuck people in your living room?
Sometimes, yeah.
Word. You just don't want to go to the bedroom? Why the living room?
I like the couch. The couch is comfortable. I used to have a really high bed. Like my bed was like really, really high. And it was kind of uncomfortable to hook up on sometimes, but not always. And we used to have a really small bed. We used to have a full-size bed instead of a king. Now we have a king. And also now we need to put some pads on our bed because our bed just slides around.
So you just fucking be sliding all over.
Like, but not fucking. You can sit on the bed and the whole thing. will shoot across the room.
Yeah, I would say set up nice ambient lighting with some neon and like just not a lot of bright shit. Like that's too much.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
What?
It almost doesn't matter as long as you don't live in like a rat infested dump. Honestly, if you're hot and the guy is attracted to you, he will probably more than likely still fuck. I mean, it is once someone is like horny, especially gay guys, in the mood, and they have traveled and they're in your home, you would have to live in wreckage to get them to turn around and leave.
Well, okay, I think we all know that, but he's trying to go a step above that, Bob, because he wants to create a vibe and an ambiance. He wants to. So I think,
and I don't think you should break your back trying to fake. Just do honestly whatever you feel comfortable with, because they're gonna fuck. Like they're gonna fuck. Like you fucked in some horrible condition. I have fucked.
I have never had sex outside of my before. Andy was the first one I ever had sex with. I never had sex with anyone.
We'll just listen to old episodes of the podcast. But yeah, I think that you should, I don't think it is wise to make your home, gear your home toward trying to get people to be attracted to you. Or
that's what he wants.
I'm going to reiterate, I don't think it's wise. I think you should gear it toward your comfort, toward the things you like, toward things that make you smile, things that make you happy in your home. And usually a guy's going to come over because he's attracted to you. Unless guys are coming over because you live in a massive mansion or a huge penthouse, and that's part of what turns them on. So your house, as long as they're into you, your house can look like probably almost anything. And I also wonder, he didn't mean by any chance to court his clothing.
No, he said he's moving out. So when he
I was wondering because he also had like a 40-year-old virgin.
Well, he also said he's moving out. He hasn't dated anyone for 7 years.
Out of his parents' house, I think.
Got it.
And I think he said like a 40-year-old virgin. Like, what in his home looks like a 40? Is it his? Because when I think 40-year-old, I think of the clothes you're wearing.
I think maybe the way he decorates is old. Like he decorates like an old bitch.
But how does Steve Carell decorate his home in 40-year-old virgin?
I mean, it's kind of just oldish.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in so long though.
Yeah, it's not. It's good. So that was my idea. That was my idea. Some ambient lighting, some neon, and don't have bright overhead lighting.
And I think go for comfort, what makes you happy, things that make you smile, and they'll fuck anyway because they're horny and they travel to your house.
Work.
Never onto that.
All right, I'm gonna read the first one because I graduated summa cum laude. Okay. Hi, Bob and Monet. I'm a recent. Fucking up the first one.
Summa cum laude at an art school.
Anyway, at least I finished. I'm a recent graduate from acting school, and I'm finally out in the world, going out in the world and doing auditions. Any tips on how to make the best audition tape? When do you know that it's ready to send? Sincerely, future Oscar winner. Baby, let me tell you something. These motherfuckers get so many tapes, and I mean, like you audition for stuff all the time. I audition for stuff. Like unless you, I don't know what rings true. Like how many things have you auditioned for?
A lot. I audition for a lot of things, and it's really interesting when you audition for stuff because, especially in the world of like Black queer people, people who are like queer coded in their blackness, drag queens specifically, especially drag queens, we are all auditioning for the same stuff.
The same thing.
And then we all see the other person cast in the thing that we were auditioning for. That happens all the time. And I know girls have seen me casting things they audition for. I've seen girls casting. I auditioned for that movie that Simone's in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it was for the role Simone has, but that Billy Eichner movie, I auditioned for that.
That fucking thing that Shamsel did on Fahrenheit, whatever, with Sherry Vine, I auditioned for that. And I was like, work. It was like a year ago. Fahrenheit 41 or Station 19, some fire show.
Fahrenheit 451 is a
it's like Station Ladder 49, some spinoff of a Grey's Anatomy, and it was Shangela, Sherry Vine, and somebody else. Anyway, I did so many things I've seen. That fucking thing that Eureka ended up doing for American Horror Story, I auditioned for that.
I know lots of girls who auditioned for Tales of the City.
Tales of the City, I auditioned for that as well.
Yeah.
And they asked me, and I was like, you can give it to Bob because he's just won, and it's like,
oh, that's so kind.
Yeah, of course. I love you.
That's nice of you.
So in terms of standing out, I think doing the best you can do. Obviously, trying to be off book as possible. There ain't nothing like looking at an audition tape and you can see the bitch reading this.
Well, sometimes they be asking you to learn a lot. They be like,
sure.
Hey, and if you have the time to learn it, then yes.
But try your best to memorize because I think that's the way to stand out.
Familiarize yourself with the script. Yeah. Get someone to read with you in the room if possible.
Yeah.
Get someone to read with you in the room. Go over it a couple of times and make sure that you're happy with it.
Yeah.
And something I learned a long time ago, this is when I was actually auditioning kids and casting them and stuff. This is something that helped me in my life, if you do not get a role, it does not mean you're not good enough. It does not mean you're not good enough. It does not mean you're not good enough. It just means
that you're a shitty actor.
It just means that maybe there was someone who was better for this particular role.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For example, if Meryl Streep was auditioning and did not get cast as Kunta Kinte, it just means that maybe
you took
LeVar Barton.
You took it the extra.
I'm trying to make a point. It means that maybe LeVar Barton, what's his name?
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton was just better suited for the role. I mean, there was talk about having Julia Roberts play Harriet Tubman. That's not even a joke.
Is that true?
There was actual talk in the 90s. It didn't go very far, but there were talks like, let's have Julia Roberts play Harriet Tubman.
Imagine Julia Roberts. She would regret that for the rest of her life.
Yeah. So I'm sure someone must have had their thinking hat on and said, she's not right for the role.
Yeah.
It does not mean that Julia Roberts is not a good actor. She's a great actor. She's not Harriet Tubman. Speaking of hats in the right role, you have not asked about my hat yet, and I want to tell everyone about
because I've heard it 49
but
times.
But they haven't heard it yet.
Oh my God, Bob.
Yeah, what's up?
This is a very cute hat. Do you know why free trials renew without your consent, Bob?
It's a business scam out to get you. Like, don't let greedy corporations pocket your money. Download Truebill to take control of your subscriptions.
Truebill is the new app that helps you identify and stop paying for subscriptions you don't need, want, or simply forget all about. On an average,
I don't even know how many subscriptions I have.
Have you used Truebill?
I'm going to sign up.
Yeah.
Tell me more about it.
Because on an average, people save up to $720 a year with Truebill, girl.
That's a lot of money. Now, because companies make subscriptions hard to cancel, Truebill makes it incredibly simple. Just link your accounts and Truebill will cancel your unwanted subscriptions in one tap.
Mm-hmm. And your Truebill concierge is there when you need them to cancel unwanted subscriptions, so you don't even have to. You don't have to lift the finger, Bob.
Well, you have to lift the finger to tap.
Oh yeah, just a tap, just a tap.
Now, Truebill can also help you track and understand your credit score, get the best rates on your existing bills, create a budget that works for you, understand and grow your net worth, and get a pay advance when you need it. Of course, eligibility varies.
Let me tell y'all, I am not just doing this commercial because they sponsor Sibling Rivalry. I truly used Truebill before this, and I loved it. I was paying so much money for these secret scammy apps that don't have cancel subscription buttons, and Truebill found them and got me my money back.
Oh my God. Don't fall for the subscription scams. Start canceling today at Truebill.com/rivalry.
Go right now to Truebill.com/rivalry. It could save you thousands a year, darling.
Nowadays, everything is online, and it's really important to me that my website looks as fabulous as I do. And honey, I look stunning. Now, making a website can be hard, but I found a perfect home at Squarespace. Squarespace uses incredibly intuitive designs to build your own website. You can build your dream website without knowing anything about code or computers. Trust me, honey, if I can do it, you could. As Monet says, I am not the most tech savvy. Squarespace has a really great and easy to understand analytics tool to help you gain powerful insights into who's visiting your site and how they're interacting with your content, including page views, traffic sources, time on site, most read content, audience geography, and more. They also take care of buying and managing your domain name and make linking it to your website super easy. Buying a domain from Squarespace is simple because there's no hidden fees or price hikes. Each domain comes with an ad-free parking page and a free WHOIS privacy on eligible domains. Now, Squarespace also has great SEO tools and takes the guesswork out of search engines optimization for your website, which means you'll get found on search engines by more people more often. Now, for me, this has been really helpful for selling merch. Hello, ka-ching, ka-ching. And there's a lot of Bob the Drag Queen knockoffs out there, and I see you, and we are sending our cease and desist. But I'm always confident that my merch is at the top of that list. Now, Squarespace has tools you need to get your business off the ground, including e-commerce templates, inventory management, and simple checkout process, and secure payments. Whatever you sell, Squarespace has merchandising features to make your products look their best online. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/rivalry to save 10% on your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you.
Where'd you get it from?
So this was a birthday gift that Jacob got for me back in June.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah, my boyfriend Jacob. Yeah. And this was actually owned and worn by Carol Channing.
The Carol Channing.
The
Carol Channing.
Carol Channing.
And Jacob
at her estate sale.
What else was there?
They were selling her Golden Globes, some Tonys, her dress from Hello Dolly.
How much was a Tony?
I think a Tony was $20,000.
$20,000?
I think.
That's crazy.
You know how much it costs to win one?
It's like $500.
No, I mean to buy one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But putting on a show, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
anyway,
for sure. Next one.
Dear Bob and Monet, I am a 22-year-old gay man. My 23-year-old gay male best friend's dad, who's 53, just came out of the closet. When I was visiting, he was kind of flirting with me. I'm into it, and I see him on Grindr. Can I hit it, or should I ask my friend first? What if he says no? Sincerely, looking for you. I got all these daddy issues.
Oh, look at you, dummy. I say, bitch, go for it. Go for it. Go for it, Mary. Do it.
You know, I'm going to say out loud right now that, listen, daddy issues, if your friend's dad wants to fuck you, you are both consenting adults. Is daddy so daddy came out, he
came out, he's out.
He just came out of the closet.
Yeah.
And also a lot of times for people who are older and are coming out of the closet, they're like making up for a lot of lost time.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I imagine that if you're 53 and coming out, then you kind of lost your chance when you were younger.
Right.
To be hooking up with like 23-year-olds and stuff.
Bitch, not 30 years younger. Work.
I do not think you need your friend's permission to fuck his dad.
You better suck them wrinkly balls, bitch.
I do not. I mean, are there smooth balls? People actually do get injections in their balls, make them smooth.
Oh, I know.
Who? What do you mean you know?
I know.
Do you have injections?
We know someone. We'll talk about it We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. Go. We'll talk about it later.
Anyway, you do. This is very short. You do not need your friend's permission to fuck his dad.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a small chance that this could affect your friendship with with your friend.
I think it's a big chance.
If I fucked your mom,
if you fucked my mom, I would be fucking irate. I would be.
At who?
I would be both of y'all. I would not do this podcast anymore, bitch. We're done.
You don't want me and your mom to find love with each other?
That is crazy. I mean, 9 times out of 10, your friend is going to be upset about this. No, I mean, yes, I think his friend is going to be upset about this. For sure. For sure. It's not just some old friend. His best friend. That means that y'all tell each other everything. No, I would be so pissed.
Monet and Frank, yes or no?
Monet and Frank?
You could fuck my dad if you want to.
If I fucked your dad,
you can fuck my dad. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
What if me and Martha had some sexual proclivities?
If you guys find love with each other, who am I to say no to your love?
You're an insane person. You're not well. You're not a normal person.
I'm just not here trying to limit my mom's love.
Okay, well, that's I say go ahead and fuck him, but know that this is probably going to be bad for your best friendship, and you may not be best friends after this. You may not even be friends after this. So go and knowing that. And is sucking the nut out this 53-year-old man's dick worth it? That's up to you to decide.
Probably.
Maybe.
This could be the love of his life.
It might be, but you're going to lose your best friend in the process. So know that.
Gain a husband, and then you'll be your friend's stepdad, and then your friend will be like, "Hey, son, I want to talk to you about the birds and the bees. I want to talk to you about the birds and the birds. I want to talk to you about the bees and the bees, honey.
The bees needs." All right, here we go. Dear Bob and Monet, I lost my virginity to a guy I didn't even know, and now I feel ashamed. What would be your advice to people who lost their virginity in such a way and now feel ashamed? Is virginity real or not? Sincerely, Madonna.
So, virginity is a social construct.
It is.
So in an essence, in a social sense, yes, virginity is real.
Yeah.
And I don't know what your anatomy is.
What kind of? Okay,
but the notion of a hymen being intact, it is possible to have sex for years and years and years, still have your hymen be completely intact. It is possible for your hymen to not be intact, and you've never had sex a day in your life. So, but I also don't know I don't know what your anatomy is. But I will say this: the social notion of virginity is a real social construct. Mm-hmm. And I think that if you had fun and you and the person were both consenting and you enjoyed yourself, I don't think you need to feel shame. I think starting off your sexual proclivities and your sexual journey with shame could bring a lot of trauma down the line. Yeah. You know what I mean? It could really affect your ability to have a hoe phase later in life. Mm-hmm. So I say feel free to do the work on yourself to not feel shame about having sex with a stranger. Because I have had sex with a lot of strangers. And I don't feel bad about it. That wasn't my first, but
Yeah, I agree with Bob. Starting your sexual awakening, your sexual liberation, your sexual desires, your proclivities, whatever, and shame is a bad way to start. And again, I agree. If you guys are both consenting and you guys had a good time, whether you know him or not, just know a dick is a dick or a pussy's a pussy or whatever it is you had sex with is. Many people on this earth have it, and there's nothing to feel ashamed about. If you enjoyed yourself, you had fun, and just think about, but again, I think maybe that's discovering what you like you're discovering what speaks to you sexually, and maybe having sex with strangers is not something that you like. That is a thing that you're not into, so you're learning that about yourself. So going forward, if you want to have a good time and feel good afterwards, you have to have sex with people that you know. So that's good to find out about yourself.
Plus, fun fact, Madonna, let me say right now, most people, I feel confident saying this. Most people no longer talk to the person they had sex with the first time. Most of us. So if you think of it in that context, the idea of a stranger, that is also a social construct.
Everything is a social construct.
Yeah, not everything.
Everything is either a social or physical construct.
Okay, yes, sure.
Yeah.
But everything is not, I want to be clear, everything is not a social construct.
Or physical, but it's either one of the two.
There's probably more, and maybe if I had time to think about it, I could probably give you more, but everything that's social construct. Anyway, what I'm saying, even the idea of a stranger, a lover, those are all social constructs. So it's really no different for you to no longer talk to the person than it is for me to no longer talk to Keisha. Me and Keisha don't talk no more.
Your first sex was a woman?
Yeah.
Work. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Work.
I mean, we were teenagers, so were we adults? I was a boy, she was a girl, and now she's a woman.
Work.
Were we 18 yet?
Did you have sex before 18?
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't busting in while watching Nick Jr. like you was. But. Dear Bob and Monet, what is the best way to tell someone you are attracted to a certain feature or a specific part of them without it sounding like you are fetishizing them? Sincerely, Lost in Translation.
What is the best way to tell someone you are attracted to a certain feature or a specific part of them without it sounding like you are fetishizing them? That's tricky, especially in this day and age. That is a very tricky territory.
I think fetishizing is a buzzword that's being... You want to go first? Actually, I went first last time.
What is the best way to tell someone you are attracted to a certain feature or a specific part of them without it sounding like you are fetishizing them? I don't know, because in this day and age, I think it's very tricky. Like when I talk to people, even not even sexually, I guess you're not saying sexually, just this may be platonically, whatever it is.
This sounds like, the word fetish has a sexual connotation to it.
You think?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it does. Well... I don't know. It's tricky. Because I struggle with this sometimes too. Like if I tell, we know I've said this podcast many times. I love tall guys and stuff, and Bob would make fun when they white fetishizing tall guys, whatever, and make fun of it. And I'm not. I'm just that's what I. You were playing around and being Bob about it. You weren't being like dead serious. I don't think. Why like Bob act like that is not something that you would do? You know that is.
I feel like something I would do is more wait for you to say another time that they don't have to be tall, and then be like, which one is it?
Yes, I'm saying.
That sounds more like
right.
Is it tall or not tall? You remember like Monet loving big dicks, Monet not eating big dicks? Monet, it has to be a third leg, and then like it can be a pinky.
Anyway, so I struggle with this too, and I think that most often for me, I know that I'm not coming from that place, and if someone does feel that way, they normally express that to me, and I'm like, okay, no, that's not what I meant, and I'm very clear, and we clear the air. But I think it is hard to do so in this day and age because there's so many things that you're looking at, and mentally, I'm always doing mental gymnastics to make sure that I'm not fetishizing someone by their race, their height, their this, but they're just things that I'm into, and that's just it's hard to navigate.
I think that maybe we could destigmatize the word fetishization. If the fetishizing something isn't necessarily bad. Having a fetish is not a bad thing necessarily.
It's not. We know that.
I think that if you and the person are in some sort of a consensual thing about this fetishization, if it's a person, like let's say it's someone you're already hooking up with, but you don't want to tell them, I love your huge feet. I love your big ass feet. They're hot. But maybe they're into that. Maybe they'll be like, oh, you can massage my feet. We are both benefiting. We both have a mutual benefit from this fetishization of my feet. If they are not interested in that, I would say then immediately back off and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you weren't into people being into your feet. So I don't think that I don't think that necessarily having a fetish is a bad thing, or fetishizing something or a body type or something is necessarily a bad thing, especially
it's racially is when it gets tricky and hairy.
Well, if the two people are consenting to it, I don't think that's bad either.
But I think this person is saying like,
no, a part of your body. A specific part of them, or a feature, or a part of them. So we don't know what they're fetishizing. We don't know what it is.
Right. I mean, when you say certain, features obviously can be anything, but I mean, she's right. She didn't say racially. Okay.
Or a specific part of them. We don't know. Yeah, it could be anything.
True.
It could be because they're short. It could be because they're who knows.
Yeah.
And if you and that person are both into race, sexual fetishization, if you're both consenting, there's no problem with that. As long as you're both consenting. Consent, and enthusiastic yes. Are you both into it? And are they into experimenting maybe?
Well, if you're talking to someone on an app, then this part of that, half of that consent is not there. Like the first message you send, I guess maybe that if you're talking to someone, if you're engaging with someone on an app, maybe first, before you start expressing the parts of them that you are into, that you're hot about, that you're fetishizing, maybe. But then sometimes that takes the sexiness from that interaction away.
Consent is asking for it. So I don't think you need consent to ask for consent.
If I hit you up and I'm like, oh my God, Bob, I love your sexy chocolate black skin. I'm fetishizing your chocolate skin.
And I have the opportunity to just not engage with that.
But I think this person is trying to avoid that from the onset. And I think that is first starting a conversation so that both parties feel comfortable.
It could work to have a conversation. I don't like to have a lot of conversations on Grindr.
I don't either, but
if someone loves that I'm tall, if someone writes me and goes, I love tall guys, that does not bother me. I'm not bothered at all. If someone hits up you and says, I love big asses, would that turn you off immediately?
Yes.
Be honest, Monet. Give this person.
I'm kidding.
Give Lost in Translation some advice. Would that turn you off immediately?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I think that there are certain things that you need to be more sensitive about when it comes to race, when it comes to someone who may be differently abled. If you have some sort of a fetishization for like little people, there might be a little person who is into that, who's into you, but there might be someone who's like, I'm sick of being fetishized for being a little person.
But sometimes I don't know that. And sometimes we've all seen those Best of Grindr clips of someone saying, hey, oh my God, I love your tiny nose, whatever. And someone posting and being like, can you believe these fucking people? We've all seen those clips.
But I think that engaging in it on Grindr through a message is a form of like, I mean, is it consent to be like, because that's where it gets like tricky.
I know,
like
2022,
bro.
Are
you saying like, I think that if someone sets a boundary, then to respect it.
Yeah, for sure.
Immediately.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't know that going in.
But then again, I don't think you need to ask. You don't need to ask for consent to ask for consent.
Agreed, but I think this person is trying to avoid being.
Well, if they told us what the hell they were looking for, we'd be able to help you out a little bit more. So basically, what I'm saying is, if it's race or about someone being differently abled or about I don't know what else people are. There's lots of things people are sensitive about. Yeah, then maybe you should tread lightly and then maybe dabble in after you've already established some sort of a sexual connection.
Yeah.
It also maybe that's important, establishing a sexual connection and then get it.
Yeah, we like that. Then start light. Before you talk about my chocolate skin, talk about you like the fact that I have 2 eyeballs. But then people,
that's all you're gonna get on Instagram now. Everyone's gonna be sliding it. I'm like, Nate, you're 2 eyeballs. You're 2 eyeballs. And I'm just shitting on everyone with 1 eyeball.
I know. Now I'm the villain because I hate people with 1 eyeball now. Here we go.
When Nate thinks you get 1 eyeball, you're not sexy.
How much time we have left, Jacob?
Do you have somewhere to be?
No, bitch. We don't want an hour and a half episode. We're trying to keep you. I'm worried about the podcast. You just talking.
Where you going?
Oh my God, dude, read the next question.
There's a white party tonight. Monet trying to cut y'all short so she can go do cocaine. Do cocaine.
You're the cocaine queen. We've already established that on this podcast. Sniffles McGee.
Oh, that's not snow outside, honey. I dropped my bag. Dear Monet and Bob, they didn't write that.
Yes, they did.
They wrote Bob, Monet, and Jacob switched it around so you feel good about yourself.
Boy, please, read the question.
Dear Monet and Bob, what's your best advice on dating/talking to DL? I don't even want to finish this. I will finish it, but I'm upfront saying DL guys, especially if you're black, are the lowest fucking common denominator in the black community.
As fuck.
Do not speak to them. Do not talk to them. Do not give them. I will finish reading, but I'm going to say off the bat, don't even look in their fucking direction. They are the people who are hurting black queer people the most. They are the number one perpetrators in killing black trans women. Do not give DL men your fucking attention. With that being said, I've been talking to someone for about 1.5 years and I'm stuck.
Girl.
The feeling of being in the dark isn't fun, but I know it's his story and no one can write it but him. I know there's not a timeline on him coming out. He will never. But I think if we've invested a year and a half together, something should be done. Love you both. Come to Denver soon. We're very close.
We're literally Denver.
4 hours away.
Yeah.
Under the radar. Let me tell you right
Sincerely
now. Go watch the Salem episode of We're Here. Watch Akila's story. Her boyfriend, Derek, is a former DL guy. He was talking about how that life was nothing but bondage. And then another person on that same episode, I forget his name, Shangela's drag son in this episode, was almost murdered. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Almost murdered. Because he was within a DL relationship with the guy for, I think, 3 or 4 years.
10 years,
10
girl.
years with this guy. And then he was like, what's our next step? And then the guy came to his house and fucking tried to kill him. Threw his arm up, shot through his arm. This is the only thing that saved his life. Do not give this guy any of your time. If they are not willing to love you out in public, in front of people, then they do not deserve. And I am very passionate about this.
Bitch, I lived this life for so long, and I'm telling you, I agree. Do not waste your time. This person will never come out the closet. It will never be a thing. Nothing you do, nothing you say, and no matter how much time they ask you for, is never gonna happen. You're literally wasting years, maybe decades of your life on this person that will never ever love you openly and fully. Period. Do not waste your time. Walk away. Drop them. It is not worth it. Be done. Be done, bitch. And I know that there are so many emotions and feelings wrapped up in it. You spent a year and a half with this person and you've invested a lot of love and a lot of care and building something with this person that will never, ever, ever materialize. So just drop it. Be done.
Yeah, you've spent a year and a half probably in hotels and bedrooms, bitch, and not existing outside of that.
Bitch. Wondering why you can't go to this thing, why you can't do that, because this person is in the closet.
Your relationship has been in quarantine, honey. And it is time to treat the symptoms and get rid of them. Do not.
Drop them. Drop them. Wait, drop that motherfucker like a fucking hot potato. Hey, Bob. Hey, Monet and Bob. I'm struggling with my self-control as of right now. My good sis Anna is trying to steal my man. We have been friends for about a year now, and I thought we were better than this. We're 15, and I have stuck by her. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing.
I'm laughing.
I'm not laughing. We're 15, and I'm stuck by her thick and thin, and this is what I
This is how I'm repaid.
This is how
what I'm repaid with.
What I'm repaid with. Not gonna happen. I don't know what to do right now. It's either she keeps it cute on my time or I snatch that all up. Sincerely, about to fight a bitch.
What grade is 15?
15, that is 10th grade?
Sophomore.
Girl, this is some Euphoria shit. This is
Euphoria High. Y'all go to Euphoria High.
High school,
you
girl.
Bitch, about to fight a bitch. Say hey to Rue.
Oh my God, girl, you are too young for this. But again, I can't trivialize their experience. This is Anna and about to fight a bitch. You can't trivialize their struggle. Like, this is real for them. And I think what I'm saying to you. So Anna is her best friend? Oh, she's just her good sis. Good sis could be best friends or besties friends for about a year now. Bitch, y'all have been friends for a year. That is not enough to be good friends.
I will say this. Zoom out. About to fight a bitch.
Do not fight her.
Zoom out. You fighting her can have some very serious implications on your life.
The rest of your life.
I don't know where you live, but where I went to school, if you fought at 15, you now have a jail record. You now have a criminal record. Yeah. I got arrested for getting into a fight at school. Yeah. Like arrested. Like full on arrested.
I thought you said you never fought in school.
I didn't fight in school. I fought after school, at home, in my neighborhood, and then I got arrested when I got to school the next day.
I've never heard this.
I'll tell this. We'll do a quick little
because I need to hear about this.
So, and also, whether you're 15, whether you're 30, or whether you're 40, if your partner wants to be with your friend, do not try to stop them.
You can't.
Let them go. Let them go. Become one with the wind and sky.
Yeah.
You will save yourself some grief, yourself some anger, yourself some trauma down the road. But don't ever try, in my opinion, try to force someone to be with you.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
If there's a chance that Anna can steal your man, then bitch, let her have him.
And also, you don't own people. He's not. I mean, yes, he's your boyfriend, but like to Bob's point, like if he's gonna cheat on you with Anna, it's gonna happen. Also, bitch, you're in college. You're 15. I'm assuming he's close to, or maybe a year or two or older than you, or younger, whatever it is. Like, you are not. When you graduate, chances are you will not even know this motherfucker. Yeah. You will not know. And this relationship will cease to exist. So do not ruin your future for this motherfucker who you will not care about in 2, 3, 4 years. Like it's a wash. Do not fight him. And also, if you do have him to fight, don't do it on school property. Like your situation.
But honestly, don't fight in general. I cannot tell you how much trouble I had as a teenager in Georgia because I got into a fight. I thought because we weren't fighting at school, it made it better. I still got arrested, had to do community service, had a criminal record. Like, fighting is really... I will not fight with you unless you attack me during a drag show.
I did not know you ever had a fight.
Yes. His name was... I've told you his name was Jimmy Carter. I did not fight the president, Jimmy Carter, but his name was Jimmy Carter.
I'm gagged. Maybe I'm just... Oh my God.
Peanut farmer.
He has talked about it on the podcast, and you made the same joke as well.
Yeah. Okay. Work. Well, not Jacob saying, yeah, you had the same material.
Dear bottom on that. I'm an 18-year-old gay guy. I just moved to New York City from the middle of nowhere. What's the best place to find a sugar daddy in the city? Sincerely, Designer Taste.
Townhouse. The piano bar. Townhouse, yeah. The Townhouse piano bar.
You might not be able to get a townhouse.
18, go get a fake ID. It's New York City. You can get a fake ID anywhere in New York City.
I'm going to tell you right now, the best place to find a sugar daddy is on the internet.
Sure, but no. If you want to find like an older New York City sugar daddy, if you follow New York sugar daddy TikTok, you follow New York sugar daddy TikTok. Older gay New York City sugar daddies, they are hard to find online. You have to go to there are like 3 bars. Yeah, go to Townhouse. You have to go to Hangar and somewhere else. They said I don't remember the other one, but Townhouse is the one I know. Townhouse is an old piano bar on the East Side, Midtown area, and just look it up online. And that's normally where they hang out because obviously, like to Bob's point, yes, the internet has changed things, but if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, it's seeing them in person. They see you in person because people be catfishing a lot online, and older dudes ain't trying to be on. If you're a sugar daddy, chances are you ain't spending your days on the internet doing your shit. I
don't think what you're saying is necessarily true. I think that if you are a sugar daddy, if part of your fetish is being a financial sub or being or giving money to people, then I think the internet is a perfect place to do that.
For some.
And I don't think that there's necessarily some notion that you don't want. I still think the internet is the best place to do it, especially because you're 18. I'm not going to condone you sneaking into bars, Aquaria, Aja. But there are also lots of bars that you can go into. You don't have to be 18.
Sugar daddies aren't there.
Maybe not. What's that piano bar that there's there's a bar, whiskey bar on 50. It's not a gay bar. It's just a regular bar. It's on 50. It's on 6 and 50 something, and a lot of Broadway producers and musicians go to this bar. Broadway actors go there, and I would say sugar daddies are hard to find because they're so rare.
Yeah.
And baby, you're gonna have some stiff competition. There are gonna be some fucking hot fucking pieces of ass trying to grab these sugar daddies.
Baby, you're 18 and young. You have everything going for you. At 18.
There's also going to be some 18, 19, 20-year-olds who are going to be fucking, I don't know how you look, but baby, if you're trying to be a sugar baby, I feel like a lot of that is
self-care and maintenance.
Yeah. And also finding and it's not just about pecs, skinny, whatever. Because there's some sugar daddies who just want a fucking little chubby baby.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? But the chubby baby, whoever you are, the whole thing, I feel like a big part of it is also making your sugar daddy feel loved and wanted.
If that's what they want, sometimes they don't want that. They want to feel abused. They want to feel taken advantage of.
They want to feel sexy.
Yeah,
but whatever that means to them.
Yeah, so find your sugar. I say go to piano bar or Hangar. Not Jacob.
Jacob left the show.
I say go to Townhouse or Townhouse or Hangar and find you an old guy you specifically want an old sugar daddy, and that's where the old diggers be at. They be at Townhouse listening to show tunes.
This doesn't say old. It says what's place to find a sugar daddy.
Oh, I'm an old 18-year-old old gay guy. Okay, sorry. Well, if you like olders,
and you need to really get comfortable with the fact. The notion, the highly likely possibility that you will not find a sugar daddy.
Oh, for sure.
That is the most likely outcome. You probably won't find a sugar daddy.
Or full T, hang out at a really expensive, just go to bars at really, really, really nice hotels. Because that's where them niggas be at too. If you want to find someone in real life, fucking the St. Regis over there on 5th Avenue, there are many old, expensive ass fucking hotels in New York City. Hang out at the bar that you will see. Sometimes they may be straight, gay, whatever they are, bi. You're gonna see them and you're gonna make a little eye, a little wink.
Bitch, I just fucking figured your shit out for you.
What?
Bitch.
What? Corvette.
Bitch.
Corvette.
Leave New York City. You're gonna find them on vacation. You're gonna find them in P-Town. You're gonna find them in Fire Island. You're gonna find them on a cruise ship.
True.
These guys have money. I'm going to repeat that. P-Town, Palm Springs, cruise ship, Fire Island, especially Fire
18,
Island.
He can't afford to go around like that. Fire Island is probably
you're gonna have to if you're trying to get a sugar, you're gonna have to invest.
Oh yeah, you have to invest.
You're gonna have to buy that $17 ticket to Maspeth. You're gonna have to get yourself a $20 ferry ticket to get to the Pines.
Sleep on the beach.
And find your sugar daddy.
Shower in the pool.
Yeah, so baby, you're gonna have to invest. You're gonna have to save a little coin so you can get to where the sugar daddy's at.
Start at Fire Island. That's a close one to start at.
Fire Island. But the cruise ships, you will find some sugar.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And the best scenario for you is you get 2 sugar daddies who want 1 sugar baby. Like an old couple who wants a young. You got double the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Double the money to spice. And you could also possibly save their relationship. You could be doing those Lord's work, honey.
Do you think you could have a sugar baby?
The short answer is
Jacob.
The short answer is no. The long answer is
yes.
I would rather be a sugar daddy than a sugar baby. I don't think I don't have the capacity to be a sugar baby.
But you would be someone's sugar daddy.
I mean, not the short answer again is no. Like I would help someone like
for sexual favors.
I don't think sugar daddies are necessarily about sexual favors.
I'm specifically asking for you. Like, what would you want if you're someone's sugar daddy and you're doing this stuff? What do you get? What are you getting from it?
Like we're like emotional. Like we feel like partner. Like we're partners.
Also, it'll be getting a third partner. It'll be getting like another partner.
Yeah, I mean, for example, I make more money than both my boyfriends. This is not a secret. But also Jacob. I pay for most stuff in our relationship, but Jacob also does a lot of work. Jacob runs my entire social media, takes all of my photos, edits all of my YouTube videos. He does a lot of that stuff, and that's
so Jacob is a sugar baby.
Maybe Jacob's a sugar daddy, and I'm the one benefiting, honey. I haven't paid him a dollar, honey.
Is this our last one?
Yeah.
Where
are you going?
Oh my God, dear Bob and Monet, I want to organize.
We can stop right here. We can
be done.
Okay.
Go ahead and go. Well, we're done.
You are so extra. This is a fun one.
You really won't read this present?
Jacob said that we were done. The last one was done. Or is this the last one?
We're at time. I do a lot, and then we don't have to finish them, so we just in case.
Work. Well, let's do this last one. Dear Bob and Monet, I want to organize a proposal for my boyfriend. We're gay. But I don't know what to do.
Well, at least they're telling us now.
Yeah, before we had no idea. What's the best, most extravagant drag proposal I can do for him? Help! He likes Disney, Ariana Grande, dogs, drag race, Marvel movies, and ballet. What should I do? Sincerely, head over heels.
Can I go first?
Please.
Okay, first of all, narrow it down. Second of all, when you say most extravagant, how much money do you have?
Right.
Like, I'm dead ass. Like, if you have, I'm telling you right now, if you have the money, you can get almost any drag queen in the world
for sure.
to be part of your proposal. Bitch, if you have enough money, I promise you,
RuPaul.
you could get RuPaul.
Oh, absolutely.
I promise you.
If you got the fucking Ariana Grande money and you pay RuPaul, he gonna show up.
If you don't have that much money, I would say go to a place like Screaming Queens, which is an agency that has a lot of celebrity impersonating drag queens.
Based in New York, but they do it all over the country, the world.
Who's the guy from Vegas? Frankie, what's his name?
Frankie?
He used to run the celebrity impersonation show.
I have no idea.
Anyway, so, they can help you find like an Ariana Grande impersonator. Maybe do a Disney theme. There are so many talented drag queens. I don't care where you live. There's like drag queens are really, really creative. They have all these like sewing. A lot of them, especially in New York City, they have a lot of performance experience, and they'd be more than happy. I just did a wedding. I didn't have them propose. I have helped people propose to before, by the way. Also, I'm here right now. If y'all are just adorable and just so we're in love. Bitch, a lot of places you go, you can just go to like a show. I've seen people that work the world get a meet and greet ticket and go
propose there.
And they ask the person organizing the meet, is there any chance you can get Bob the drag queen on stage to help me propose my boyfriend? And there have been times when I was just like, I'm not into it. No, I have done it before. There have been times when I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. It's all based on how they act with us at the meet and greet, because that time I'm doing it for free. I mean, I'm for my regular pay for the show. Yeah. But we'll bring them up and then we'll do something during the game or something. So it depends on the queens. I've done it on stage at Work the World. I've done it at bars. Mm-hmm. So you're saying the most? I think if you have all that money, you should go for a celebrity drag queen. Find out your partner's favorite celebrity drag queen. Get them to come to whatever town you are in, go to their job, maybe go to a drag show. The person comes out and they go, wait, actually, can I bring so-and-so up on stage? There's so many fun things you can do. Maybe if you've never done drag, get yourself up in some unrecognizable drag, and then this person doesn't even recognize that you're the drag queen.
That won't be extravagant, though, because you're going to bust it if it's your first time.
Well, I would hire someone. Yeah.
Because I would say, listen, if you like Disney and Marvel movies, maybe you can set up some scenario where you can get 2 Disney male princes or male characters in Disney or Marvel, like fucking Captain America and fucking Hulk or Captain America and Iron Man, and set up some scenario where they're gonna propose to each other, like ones that look like you, and something that could be really unique and fun and cute.
I just thought of it.
What?
What? It's coming to me. All right, go to your local drag show, right? Talk to the queen. Ask them. You have to prepare the whole time. You have to do all the groundwork if you're trying to save money. I want to have the queen come out and do going to the chapel and where everyone be like, oh, this is kind of cute. And then what you have to do is you have to have the queen up on there in like this wedding dress, and then the queen can be like, oh, you're cute to your boyfriend, right? And pull him up, and then she's like, oh, this is the guy I'm marrying. And then when she gets them up there, someone can come out, and then all of a sudden the drag queen leaves, and then you come out. Or maybe you can get him to turn around somehow, and the drag queen goes away, and then when he looks back, you're down on one knee, and you're actually the one proposing.
That's cute.
That would be fierce.
Make sure it's a good drag queen, though. Don't make me some busted bitch in your, like, you know, make it. Like,
you have any recommend people who it shouldn't be? Any busted drag queens who shouldn't do it?
Yeah, I mean, what's that bitch name? The one season 8.
Kim Chi, she was robbed.
Bob.
She's the real winner.
Bob.
You said Kim Chi's the real winner of season 8. You said it several times. So
who's the winner? I think you have options. I think making like 2 Disney princes, like flipping that into make how it could relate to you, or 2 Marvel male characters. Or
you also don't need to do everything. Disney, Ariana Grande, Dogs, Drag Race, Marvel Studios, ballet. It doesn't need to be everything.
Yeah, I think he's just giving us a lot of options that we can choose.
I would go with the drag, maybe some Disney, but I would stick with the drag and Drag Race. If you can get a Drag Race girl to do it, there are over 200 Drag Race girls just here in the United States of America.
Yeah.
So there, and some of the girls are very affordable.
Bitch, we're here doing the same game.
If you want a cheap one,
we're here doing the same game for the same amount of money. So what you talking about?
No. Check your pay stub, honey. Check your pay stub.
My pay sex? My pay sex?
Your pay stub. My pay sex? Listen, yours is a little stub. Mine is a check.
Anyway, thank y'all for listening to this episode of Rivalry. I think we gave some solid. Oh shit! Thank you for listening to this episode of Sibling Advicery.
Monet.
What?
You got me. R.I.P. to headphone wearers. Thank you all.
We'll see y'all next week.
All right, bye. Send us a video of that wedding thing.
Oh yeah, that'll be cute.